My name is Emma, I'm 27 and got diagnosed with cervical cancer in January 2014. My mum said to me 3 months after my 24th birthday, have you had your smear test? And I said no. I contacted the doctor and I ended up getting a smear test. It come back that I had abnormal cells. So they referred it to St Helier Hospital and it wasn't that bad to actually take any action. But they said come back in 3 months. So I came back in 3 months and unfortunately it got to a stage now where they said it's a bit dangerous, you know, we need to get rid of these cells. I was quite panicky at that point. And they removed some cells, I believe, but there was still a majority of cells they couldn't get. That was when they told me I had cervical cancer, yeah. I had my partner there and my mum, and yeah, I was just, I didn't really take it in properly because it was just the whole C word. I think this was a very panicky time as well, probably the worst time, because I had to wait for results to find out whether it spread, and they couldn't tell me which type of surgery I was having because they had to explore the area more and do more tests, more MRI. I was assigned a cancer nurse, Erica. She was really helpful and she was just, you know, this is my number, call me whenever you want. And she was really good. But I think the way I was initially told about my circumstances was very, it could have been done gentler. I was given 3 different options. One of them was a hysterectomy and one of them was a trachelectomy. And the other was a wider lets. But being told that I'd probably most likely have a trachelectomy or a hysterectomy meant either losing my fertility or my fertility would be affected. So it was very overwhelming. I've never been one to want kids or anything like that, but it was very, you know, upsetting to think that that choice had been taken away from me. But luckily enough, it wasn't a hysterectomy, so I still have options now and able to still conceive. They'd done keyhole surgery, and so yeah, it was quite a long operation, and it was supposed to be 7 hours, but it ended up being 9 hours, and my partner was waiting for me there all day, so he was really upset, bless him. So after my surgery, I spoke to a radiotherapist because my surgery was successful, but the margins wasn't clear. So instead of me having a 6% of reoccurrence chance, there was an increase. There was 9 to 10%. So that was a decision I had to make. They said we can either just go with your chances, or there was the choice of having radiotherapy and chemo. But the trouble with having that is that it would have totally destroyed the point of having a trachelectomy because I would have lost my fertility, most probably. So it was still a hard decision, but I thought I'm just going to take the risk of that 4% increase and not have the radio and the other side effects that I read about it. I was really well informed. I had an appointment with a radiotherapist and she informed me of the consequences. I think one of the things that got me through this the most is having my partner to depend on and talk to. I did have symptoms, but this was really bad. But I wasn't that aware of it. So I had a little bit of bleeding after sex. It wasn't major, but that was just down to me not knowing. And if you have any inklings or any sort of scares that you think that it might be cervical cancer symptoms, just get them checked straight away. There's no point in delaying it, so it's very important that you act quick.